UFC 285 Jones versus Gane is taking place this weekend, and I am here to go from the very start of the early prelims all the way up to the main event and give my thoughts and reactions and, well, breakdown to the entire card and give you some betting tips, and just basically just give my predictions. And I have a lot of explaining to do. Obviously, I didn't do the last card at all. I didn't even make a shorts, nothing. I literally was so short on time to the point where I was literally, as soon as I get home, I'd have to literally shower, sleep instantly, and get up. It was a work situation, so I will be able to watch this card also on top of having time to make this video. Yeah. So I'm glad for that. So I'm sorry for the absence, guys. I'm really sorry, but I am back, and yeah. So ready to make these videos. If you're new, please like and subscribe. I really appreciate that. Hit the bell and stuff like that so you get notifications. We're growing very slowly, and I appreciate that. So thank you so much, guys. And yeah, keep it real MMA, and you'll know if you're new, you'll figure that out quite clearly, because I'm straight to the point. And yeah, my lip is completely split. But yeah, here's what it is. Anyway, guys, first fight on the card. If there are odds, I will say the odds, but sometimes UFC doesn't say the odds on them. But yeah. Anyway, first fight on the card, Esteban Rivovic versus Loik Rastabov. Right, so Loik Rastabov is coming in on very, very short notice to fight Esteban Rivovic. Now, usually I find it very hard to pick the guy that's coming in on short notice, but I find it very hard. It has to be a very big reason. But I am going to pick the guy coming in on short notice. I am going to pick Loik Rastabov. Esteban Ribovic, he's pretty good, but the competition that he's fought is very, very mediocre, man. Very mediocre. I'll even go through it, right? Esteban Ribovic. Right, let me get his Tapology up, right? El Gringo, right? He's 11-0, right? So, you know, obviously he's got a really good record. But, like, these are the people that he's beaten, right? And... right, why ain't it come up? Right, there we go. Yeah, come on. Right, so he's beaten a 1-2 in Poland, 5-2 person making his debut, a 5-6 guy, 2-0, 2-2, 4-5, 21-6, pretty good, 17-6, pretty good, 6-5, not the best, 11-3 guy on the contender series, who was a very overrated guy. I mean, it was Thomas Paul. He's pretty good, but not the best. It was a nice first round knockout, a minute 30 into the bout, and had a cancelled bout against Camilla Kirk, and now fighting Loik Rastabov, who's 16-4. Now, Loik Rastabov is very, very good. He's very good. He hasn't, like, if you look at his record, it's very up and down, but the people that he's fighting are very quality, man. I mean, the win over Zach Zane, we'll ignore that, 15-9, not the best, right? He lost to Rush Manafort by unanimous decision, 14-3, very hard to finish. He beat Alex Martinez 8-1. Akhmed Aliev, who's 20-6, lost to Alex Martinez the first time. Obviously, got the win in the rematch on the PFL. Lost to Nathan Schultz, who was 19-3. Beat Chris Wade, very good win. Went to a majority draw decision against Islam Mamadov, who's very good, 18-1. Now, you think, like, looking at his record, but he is very underrated. And Esteban is a very finish-heavy guy, but Loik Rastabov is very fucking hard to finish. And I know he's the one coming on short notice, but I see him winning the 29-28 decision. I see him outlanding Esteban, and I see him getting the grappling going and just mixing it up. Because Esteban, he's shown, man, he struggles a little bit if he doesn't get the first round knockout from time to time. And I feel like the guy that the competition that he's fought, I think that he can get it done. So I'm going to go with Loik Rastabov by 29-28 decision. No odds on this fight. Next fight on the card, no odds on the fight either. Damon Blackshear versus Farid Basharat. I am going to go with Farid Basharat. I think Damon Blackshear is pretty good. I think he's a pretty good fighter. Doesn't have the best of losses. I believe he lost to Chris Moutinho. I think he did. I'll even get up. The Monster. Obviously, he's 12-4, not the best record in the world, but it's all good. Yeah, he lost to Chris Moutinho by unanimous decision. Not the best thing there, but yeah. Lost to Pat Sabatini. Lost to Danny Sabatello. That's not a bad loss, to be fair. Yeah, he's currently on a 4-fight winning streak. Joe Panefiel 5-2, Matteo Vogel 5-1, DeAndre Anderson 5-0, Josh Smith 11-7, and then went to a majority draw with Yusuf Zalal. Now, I just don't think he's good enough to beat a Basharat, bro. Now, the Basharat brothers are very good, and if Farid is anything like his brother, you know, anything like his brother Javid, I truly believe he's going to get this done by 30-27 decision. I just think that the grappling mixed with the striking, I think it's going to be too much, and I think it's going to overwhelm Damon Blackshear. And I truly believe that Farid, like I said, if he's anything like his brother, and he hasn't fought the best competition, I'll say that right now, but if he's anything like his brother, man, he's top 15 material. So I am going to go with Farid Basharat by decision, 30-27. Next fight on the card, Jessica Penne versus Tabitha Ricci. Jessica Penne is a plus 230 underdog. Tabitha Ricci is a minus 275 favourite. I am going to go with the favourite in Tabitha Ricci, although she did not beat, what's her name? Why can't I think of her name? What the fuck? This is bullshit. Why can't I think of a name? Polyana Viana. That's the one. Although I don't think she beat Polyana Viana, she is actually very good for a strawweight too. Jessica Penne's coming up to like 41 years old. She's very old. And I think Tabitha Ricci is the faster fighter. I think she poses quite a bit of a threat to her. And I truly believe that based off of damage, she's going to get this done by 29-28. And I think she's going to be able to get the wrestling going while avoiding Jessica Penne's back takes and avoiding her submissions. Now, Jessica Penne relies a lot on back takes. A lot. And she relies a lot on trying to get into those grappling situations. But Tabitha Ricci, she's a pretty small and compact woman. How tall is she? Oh my days, man. Fucking UFC website, shit. She's 5'1" compared to Jessica Penne's 5'5". She's very small and compact, and you know, as Islam showed against Volkanovski, it's very hard to take down a smaller fighter. Very hard. And I think Tabitha Ricci has very underrated wrestling, and I feel like she'll get this done by 29-28 decision, I believe. I think she'll win the second and third round. So, yeah. Next fight on the card, Mana Martinez versus Cameron Simon. Mana Martinez is a plus 255 underdog. Cameron Simon is a minus 305 favourite. I'm going to go with another favourite in Cameron Simon. I believe his striking is crispier. I believe that he's better at range control, and I truly believe he's going to knock Mana Martinez out in the third round. Cameron Simon obviously fought Simon Kozlow on very short notice. Beat him up as the fight went on. Got a TKO win. Mana Martinez is pretty good, like I said. He's a pretty good guy. He's very good at catching people, but the problem with him is that like his range isn't the best, and I don't know if he has the reach advantage. I'll have a look. Yeah, he's 2 inches taller with 3-inch reach advantage. Even with the reach advantage, he isn't the best at range control. Cameron Simon is very crisp. He's very good at mixing it in. Obviously, he works with Dricus du Plessis, who's on this card too. He works under that team, and Cameron Simon's very underrated, man. I think he's a very good fighter, and I truly believe he's going to knock out Mana Martinez in the third round. I believe he's going to win the first 2 rounds also, very close though. I just feel like he has decent power, he has good cardio, and I just feel like with the crispier striking and the decent grappling, I feel like he's going to get it done over Mana Martinez. Third round KO/TKO for Cameron Simon. Next fight on the card, Ian Machado Gary versus Song Kanan. I'm just going to say Ian Gary. Fucking, I don't care. Ian Gary's a minus 675 favourite. Song Kanan's a plus 500 underdog. Now, I am gonna go with Ian Gary. I don't know what's up with these short guys. these tall guys with like short reaches. Like Ian Gary's 6'3" with a 74.5-inch reach, and Song Kanan, who's 6 foot with a 71.5-inch reach. Maybe that is normal for their height. I don't know, because I'm weird. I'm 5'9", but I have like a 70/78 inch reach. My arms are ridiculously long, for my height, clearly, but. Yeah, but even with that, he has the reach advantage, and I am going to pick Ian Gary by first round KO. I think he's found his feet in the UFC. You know, this is a random fight put together, but I did see on his Instagram that he wanted Brian Barberena, but they wouldn't give him Brian Barberena for some reason. So they gave him Song Kanan, so he took it. I mean, on the UFC, on the pay-per-view card, the John Jones Gane card, decent spot, I guess, headline in the early prelims. Yeah, I can see him getting it done by KO first round. Song Kanan, pretty chinny. 4-2 in the UFC. He hasn't lost to the bottom of the barrel. I mean, he lost to Max Griffin, not the worst thing in the world. I think Ian's going to just catch him on the chin. I think his range is too well. I think his striking is a lot better. And I feel like he has really good takedown defense, which Song Kanan ain't really going to try and take him down anyway. So it's more of a fight, tune-up fight for him to get a guy who's just outside the rankings to then get into the rankings if he beats that guy. I think that's what it's more of. So, yeah. I'm going to pick Ian Gary by first round KO. Crazy odds, man. Right. Next fight on the card. The prelims now. Julian Marquez versus Marc-Andre Barriault. Julian Marquez is a plus 130 underdog. Marc-Andre Barriault is a minus 150 favorite. Now, this is hard, man. This is a hard fight. Now, what you got to think of in this fight, right? You got to think of, is someone like Julian Marquez, right, who's coming off a KO loss, a brutal KO loss, right, by Robocop, is he going to be able to, right, is he going to be able to keep a type of pace where is he gonna be able to keep a pace where he can keep the pressure on Barriault for 3 rounds? My dog. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Now, Marc-Andre Barriault, he has a very, very, very good track record of fighting people who are very wild on the feet and very spontaneous with their grappling. Obviously, you know, he beat Jordan Wright, the biggest example there. Julian Marquez, man, he struggles to keep the pace, but the thing is like, he's got a lot of power, bit chinny, of course, but I don't see Barriault knocking him out. But this is a tough one to call, because it's like, do I trust in Marquez to getting it done by decision and being able to pose enough threat, or do I trust in Barriault to just beat him over the 3 rounds? I'm gonna go with Marc-Andre Barriault by decision. I'm gonna go 29-28. Loses the first round, not enough to be a 10-8, and wins the second and third round. This one's tough, guys, but that's what I'm gonna pick. Next fight on the card: Viviane Araújo versus Amanda Ribas. This is a pick 'em fight. I'm going to go with Amanda Ribas. I think Viviane Araújo is pretty good, but she showed in her last fight. I think it was against Grasso, I believe. Viviane Araújo, however you say it. Some Brazilian name. Yeah, Grasso, that's one. She showed in that fight, like, she is starting to slow down. She is 36 years old, I believe. Is she 36? Yeah, she's 36 years old, man. I mean, she's not that much younger than my father, so, yeah, I mean, like, she's getting older now. She's starting to slow off a bit. She showed against Grasso, she's slowing down a bit. She's allowing a couple of shots to land. And I feel like with the extra danger of Ribas potentially implementing grappling into this, it's going to be a big threat to Viviane. And I believe that she's going to be thinking about that too much. And like I said, she's slowing down. And I think Ribas is only 29 years old. She's got a lot of time ahead of her. And I truly believe that there's an argument. I don't think that she beat Caitlin Chukagian, but there's an argument that she did, like that she could have done enough for a win. So, and I see Caitlin Chukagan beating Araujo, so I'm gonna go with, I know MMA math don't work like that, but shut the fuck up. I'm gonna go with Amanda Hebas by 29-28. She is a bit chinny, but I don't think she has to worry about that with Araujo. I think Hebas is just the better fighter in my opinion. That's how I see it going. Is a tough one though. It is a tough one, but I'm gonna go with Amanda Hebas on this Pick'em's fight. Next fight on the card, Derek Brunson versus Dricus du Plessis. Derek Brunson is a plus 190 underdog. Dricus du Plessis is a minus 225 favorite. Right. Here we go. All I'm saying is, right, I might be calm on the surface. I'm a very calm guy in general. But if Derek Brunson wins this fight, man, I'll make a separate video going nuts because I'm fed up with this guy killing off prospects. I'm going to go with Dricus du Plessis, though. I'm going to go with Dricus du Plessis by a third round rear naked choke. Now, yes, his cardio's terrible, but Derek Brunson's is even worse. I mean, that last fight was crazy bad against Cannonier. And I think if Dricus just does what he usually does, rushes in, does all that shit, I don't think Brunson really has the explosivity, the testosterone to really knock out Dricus, really. I feel like Dricus will rush, and I feel like Dricus will just do that, and Derek Brunson will be able to hang with him. But I think what will happen is, because of Dricus' good chin, Derek doesn't really have the power to really hurt him too badly. And I just feel like as Dricus keeps pushing, Derek Brunson's going to find himself very tired going into the second, and then even more tired going into the third. So even though Dricus is gassing himself, he just has that little bit more than Brunson. I'm praying that he has that little bit more than Brunson, and he's able to eventually end up on top when Brunson's basically gasping for air, falling over, and Dricus manages to get the rear naked choke, either put him to sleep or tap, wherever. So yeah, I truly believe that Dricus is going to get it done. It's a very tough fight. But if Dricus gets this done, that's him in the top 5. I don't know who he beats in the top 5, but it is middleweight, which is the trashiest division in all men's sports. So, yeah. I'm going to go with Dricus du Plessis by third round rear naked choke. Yeah, it's a tough fight though, man. It's a very tough fight. But yeah. Alright, next fight on the card. Headlining the prelims. Cody Garbrandt versus Trevin Jones. Cody Garbrandt's a minus 170 favorite. Trevin Jones is a plus 145 underdog. Oh, right. This is a tough one. I'm gonna go with, bro, Cody Garbrandt's reach 65.5. Trevin Jones got 70-inch reach. Now, Trevin Jones has lost a great competition. Obviously got his decision overturned because of weed to Timo Valiev, but let's be real. Yeah, I know he's getting fucked up, but he won that fight by KO. I'm going to go with Cody Garbrandt. Fuck it. I think he gets it done. I just think he's too skilled for Trevin Jones. I feel like his striking is too slick. And I feel like, because he's back up a bantamweight, the speed's going to be as it is. Ain't going to be even... Because the thing is, he's a rapid bantamweight, but it just goes to show how fast flyweights are. Cody Garbrandt isn't old. He is very fucking chinny, and Trevin Jones is very good at finding chins, but I feel like Cody Garbrandt's going to play this smart. I feel like he's going to mix in the takedowns. He's going to have to. Even if he gasses, he knows it's just a 3-round fight, and he knows he can just win by decision. I actually got Cody Garbrandt by decision. I feel like he's going to get it done by 29-28. I think he might get dropped in the first round, recover, and then the last 2 rounds he just hangs on for dear life and just wins off of control and a little bit of damage because Trevin Jones can't really do anything to him on bottom. That's what I feel like Cody Garbrandt's going to do. That's what I can see happening. I can also see Cody getting the finish, but I don't know. It's just the problem with Cody Garbrandt is he's very quick. He's very good offensively striking. He's got good grappling, underrated grappling. Obviously worked with Team Alpha Male. The problem is his defensive boxing is absolutely fucking garbage. That's the problem with Cody Garbrandt. His defensive boxing is absolutely garbage, and his head movement's great, but that's about it. Defensively, that is. But I feel like his grappling's going to get it done against Trevin Jones. Like, people underestimate, like, Cody can take people down. It's just, I feel like he can't hold Trevin Jones down, a guy like Trevin Jones. And I feel like he's going to have to win this fight. And I think he knows that his career's on the line and his brain cells. So I think he's going to do that. Yeah, I mean, he's already got CT, let's be real. But, yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Cody Garbrandt. Garbrandt by 29-28 decision. Big risk though. I won't be surprised if I was you guys. I'd go for Trevin Jones. Right, next fight on the card. First fight on the main card. Opening the main card. Bo Nickel versus Jamie Pickett. No odds on this fight. I am going with Bo Nickel. The debut of Bo Nickel. I feel like Jamie Pickett can be some problems here and there. He's a dangerous guy for some people. But I truly believe that Bo Nickel is the better fighter. I feel like he's going to get his grappling going, his wrestling going, show why Jamie Pickett's not on his level. Bo Nickel's got underrated power, man. He's good at finding chins. But I feel like what he's going to do is land a couple of good shots against Jamie Pickett, fill out the striking, get the takedown, get on top, work his way up. And I feel like he's going to get a armbar submission over Jamie Pickett. Jamie Pickett gives up positions way too easily, and I think Bo Nickel will get kind of creative with it. And I feel like he will pull off the armbar against Jamie Pickett. It's a very interesting matchup, but I think Bo Nickel has this in the bag, stylistically and figuratively. I fucking felt my yawn. Cut like, yeah. I fancy my chances with Bo Nickel. I feel like he has very good potential, especially in a shite division, the middleweight division. You can get this done. Bo Nickel. Second round, rear naked. No, second round armbar submission. Next fight on the card, Mateus Gamrot versus Jalen Turner. Mateus Gamrot's a minus 215 favourite. Jalen Turner's a plus 185 underdog. I am going to go with the favourite in Mateus Gamrot. Jalen Turner's pretty good. Very good submissions. Very big guy for the division and very tall for the division. Yeah, 6'3", 77-inch reach, 7 inches of reach, and 4 inches of height as well. Almost 10 inches of leg reach, 7 inches of leg reach. I am going to go with Mateus Gamrot, though. I feel like Gamrot's not the type of guy you can step in on. You can really fight on short notice. He's not that type of guy. He's a very good guy. And people say, like, oh, he lost to Dariush. Dariush is an absolute monster, man. And even coming off of all of that time off and showed why he was so good. And Mateus Gamrot got a good chin, too. The shot he took at the end from Dariush was crazy. So, yeah, I got Mateus Gamrot by third round TKO. I think he's going to wear out Jalen Turner as the fight goes on. I do not see Jalen Turner being able to throw up submissions or get a takedown himself and be able to get certain submissions. I don't see him doing it. I really don't see him doing it. It's just not something I see him doing. It's really not. It's just not something I see him doing. What I see him doing is keeping Gamrot on the injured punches in the first round, but then what I see happening is eventually Mateus Gamrot getting in on the inside and just being able to out-grapple Jalen Turner. Jalen Turner's been out-grappled a lot of times in his career. He's improved there massively, but people underestimate, man. Mateus Gamrot has some of the best grappling in the entire division, and I think he will prove that against Jalen Turner. So, he looks a little bit lost on the feet, but yet again, it was against Beneil Dariush. And people underestimate Dariush. He's number 3 for a reason, man. So, yeah, I got Mateus Gamrot by TKO in the third round. I feel like he's just going to out-grapple Turner, get him down, and just beat them up. I truly believe that's going to happen. Next fight on the card, Jeff Neal versus Shavkat Rakhmonov. Jeff Neal is a plus 390 underdog. Shavkat Rakhmonov is a minus 490 favorite. Oh. Stupid odds. Stupid odds. But I am going to go with Shavkat Rakhmonov. Jeff Neal's losses haven't aged that well. Wonderboy and Neil Magny especially, man. Oh, that's not good, man. But Jeff Neal's underrated, man. He's got the power and he's got really good takedown defense. But I just think Shavkat's something special, man. His grappling's insane. His grappling's insane, and he doesn't really show it. But his striking is where he's at. The type of kicks, and Jeff Neal struggles against people that can keep him at range and throw kicks and keep him at bay. And people underestimate the kicking game of Shavkat, and I feel like Shavkat's just going to put a striking clinic on him for 3 rounds. I think it's going to be a 30-27 decision. I think Jeff Neal is going to mentally check out by the end of the second and easily lose the third because he's mentally checked out. I truly believe that's what's going to happen. I think it'll be a pretty competitive first round where Shavkat just about scrapes it, but then the second and third he just takes over, puts on a striking clinic and wins 30-27. I like Jeff Neal, man. I do like Jeff Neal as a fighter, as a person. I think he's a pretty cool guy. I just think Shavkat's just got it in the bag, man. He's that type of guy. I think he's just a special talent. He's really good at mixing in striking. Very good at that. Just very good at being Shavkat, to be honest with you. That's great takedown defense also, but Jeff Neal ain't going to shoot no takedowns, so I'm going to go with Shavkat by 30-27 decision. I don't see him finishing Jeff Neal, really. I see him hurting him, but not really, wobbling maybe a little bit, but I don't see him finishing him. Alright, next fight on the card, the co-main event. Valentina Shevchenko versus Alexa Grasso. Valentina Shevchenko's a -610 favourite. Alexa Grasso's a +460 underdog. No brainer here. I'm going with Valentina Shevchenko. She got too many weapons for Grasso, in my opinion. Grasso has very underrated grappling, very underrated wrestling, but she's shown time and time again when she comes up against a person who's just a little bit level above, she struggles in the grappling department, and she struggles against people who have very good kicks. And Valentina Shevchenko is a very good kickboxer, grounded base with mixed with like different types of kicking styles and different martial arts. Very good Muay Thai too, which Alexa Grasso kind of struggles against people that can really work her in the clinch. Alexa Grasso, like I said, she's more of a boxing style fighter. She likes to stay in the boxing ranges. She's very good at that. But she's Mexican. A lot of Mexicans are very good at that. But I feel like Valentina Shevchenko, I feel like she's going to step up her game because she needs to get an impressive performance against Grasso because she knows the next talent, the flyweight's pretty fucking good considering how shit of a division it is. Strawweight's the only good division still. But yeah, I feel like it's a good look for... I think it's a really perfect matchup for Valentina, man. It's another title defense under her belt, really. I mean, think about it. I truly believe that this is a girl that's going to struggle to keep, to stop her. Like, Jessica Andrade struggled with the strength of Valentina Shevchenko, and I feel like Grasso's gonna have the same. Like, Grasso's a very point heavy boxing type fighter, and I feel like Valentina's just got too many weapons for her. I just feel like Valentina. I feel like Valentina's gonna get a second round TKO. No, not second round TKO. I say third round TKO. I think she's gonna keep her foot on the gas. I truly believe that. I feel like she's going to keep her foot on the gas and prove why she is the best flyweight in the world, because people talk about all these prospects and stuff. I feel like she's just going to shut up a lot of people with this performance and show that she's ready for whoever comes next, which is probably going to be a grappler. So, which Valentina struggled a bit against Taylor Santos, but she definitely won that fight. But it was very close, but it was 3-2 to Valentina in my opinion. But I just feel like Valentina didn't really look that good, but I feel like she's going to step it up because she knows that these prospects are now getting better. So I'm going with Valentina Shevchenko, third round TKO. I think she's going to catch Grasso coming in with a knee straight to the middle of the fucking nose, that area, and just drop her, like wobble her against a cage. It's like in women's MMA, you land a couple of shots against a cage, ref stops, and I feel like that's what's going to happen. Valentina Shevchenko, third round TKO. Next fight on the card. John Jones versus Cyril Gane. John Jones is a -155 favourite. Cyril Gane's a +135 underdog. Right. Right. People are complaining about the John Jones highlights they're shown on Embedded, by the way. I seen MMA Guru complaining about this. The reason they're showing highlights from a decade ago is because his last couple of fights, he's been very boring. I mean, the fight against Gustafsson before he TKO'd Gustafsson was very boring. The fight against Thiago Santos, which he clearly won, was boring. The fight against Anthony Smith was boring. The fight against Dominic Reyes was boring, even though he should have lost. So that's why they're showing that, because he hasn't really had an exciting fight in a very long time, in quite a few years. So, but right, there's a path for victory for both men. For Jon Jones, the path to victory is this has to be a boring fight. It has to be boring, in my opinion. I feel like he's going to have to very much clinch with Cyril, establish a very strong grappling base. And I feel like he can play on the feet a little bit. I think he has a little bit of reach advantage, but it won't really matter against Cyril Gane's jab. Yeah, 3.5 inches of reach. They're the exact same height. But thing is Jon Jones struggled against Dominic Reyes at range, so it doesn't really matter. And we all know how good Dominic Reyes is in range. He throws body kicks in elbow range, so he's very good. But yeah, Jon Jones obviously very much struggled to get Reyes down. He struggles to get most of his opponents down, but Cyril Gane did show a big weakness in that area, because if Francis Ngannou is able to take you down like that, it's different. But I don't feel like this is going to... Because Cyril Gane weren't really preparing grappling at all. Probably didn't even train grappling that much at all. That's probably why he got caught off guard. But I feel like the biggest path for Jon Jones is making the fight boring. But I feel like the way he can win is Cyril Gane being his own detriment. Where Cyril Gane's IQ and his own decisions in the grappling situations is what will allow Jones to squeak out the decision, I believe. But I don't know if I'm going to pick Jones. I still haven't decided. Guys, I was trying to decide this before I started the video, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Do I trust in Jon Jones? Because he looks better and better every time he comes back after a layoff, and as he gets more active, he looks worse, and then he comes back a couple of years later, and then he looks great. But the thing is, he's going up a weight class against a guy who's a seasoned heavyweight. I know he hasn't been in the game for a very long time, but he's been at heavyweight for 3+ years. You know what I'm saying? So he has experience at heavyweight, fighting Francis Ngannou, a fight he should have won 3-2. So, beating Derek Lewis, beating Tai Tuivasa, beating Volkov. Not as impressively as Tom Aspinall, might I add. But yeah, do I trust in Jon Jones to get it done? I don't know. Can I trust him to clinch up with Cyril Gane? Of course I can. But I don't trust him to out-muscle Gane. I don't really see that. Jones is not a heavyweight guy. He's not built like that. Especially his lower base. Gane's going to have advantage, man. He's going to have the size advantage. He's probably going to be stronger. So he's not going to have to worry about that. Because Ngannou is definitely bigger and stronger than Gane, let's be real. But I don't know, like it's tough, Can Jon Jones take down Cyril Gane? I do not know. I feel like based off the clips I've seen, I know they're training clips, but Jones looks slow. He looks fucking slow, and it's fine to be slow, I guess, and he can still get it done. But I'm gonna pick Cyril Gane, man. I feel like he's gonna be able to keep her on the feet. I just have this feeling where he's going to be able to keep it on the feet, and I feel like he's going to get a decision, like a 3-2 decision over Jones. And Jones maybe winning the last 2 rounds. It's a tough one, man. It's a tough one, but I just feel like Gane is going to be that little bit too quick for him. And I feel like Gane's going to be able to establish his jab and keep it on the feet, and if he does that, I think he got it. But the clinch situations are going to be important, so I'm going to go with Gane by decision. I feel like he's going to squeak out a very arse-tight decision. But yeah, anyway, guys, I'm going to make a more detailed video on this, so don't worry, on the Gane versus Jones. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all being here. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. Hit the bell, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's good to be back. Thank you so much for watching, guys. This is Keep It Real MMA. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.